Hi, Leo. I hope you're doing great. Today, what I'm going to focus on is healing. If there's something that you need healed in your life, okay? Now, this might only apply to a few, but it could apply to many. It depends on what comes out. And we're going to start with taking a few of these letter tiles. So let's see what comes up. And no, I don't look, in case you're curious. I think I just felt one fall on the floor. Let me look. Yep, it was no. Okay, so let's see what we have here. And if I see a word quickly, I'll put it up. But if not, these are really here for you to look through. Okay? Well, one I see is fiat. Maybe somebody you know owns a Fiat. And there's foot. There's all kinds. Like, okay, here we go. Fate. But, like I said, I'm not going to focus on this. Now, the first thing that comes to me when it comes to these right here is computer language. Ones and O's. Okay? But this is for you to look through and see if you find a name, a state, anything that relates to you. And if you find something in there, then this can easily mean that there's something in this message for you. Okay? Now, my intention for this deck is to see what the problem is at this time. Or it might not be a problem, just, what needs to be healed. All right? So please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. And you might look at your other placements for a more complete picture, or if this doesn't resonate with you. And that would be, sun, moon, rising signs, maybe Venus. Okay, let's see what we find out. Study. That's very interesting. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. I find this very, very interesting. Okay? It's saying that you need to study. There's something you need to learn about. But this is what needs to be healed. So maybe there's resistance to learning. Okay, so let's see what we get now. And you have fate. And remember, I said something about the computer. Ones and O's. So, we could be pretty literal here and say maybe you need to go back to school or go to school or learn something about computers or on the computer. And it could be fated. But since this is something that needs to be healed, then there might be some resistance to learning, to taking the time for discovery. And it's definitely about the mind, which I find really interesting. But, okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, creativity. Beautiful. Let's get a couple more cards. So it looks like whatever it is that you're supposed to be learning is going to bring you creativity. Or it could be that you need to use creativity to find the value in learning. Here's frustration. Yeah, learning can be frustrating. It does not have to be, depending on what it is and how much you feel is, in your wheelhouse, so to speak, that you're really comfortable with. Stop. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, very interesting again, you have hunger. You see the circle here and the circle here. All right. Let's get some more cards. And we're going to talk about these. Like I said, I'm still focused on this. It's very interesting that there's something that needs to be healed when it comes to learning. You know, it could go way back, even to childhood. Maybe you had a teacher that made it a challenge. Or maybe you feel like you learned all you need to. But I can tell you, we really do learn, you know, forever. If you go through an experience, you learn from that, turn it into wisdom, which helps you for the rest of your life, right? Okay, let's see what we have here. Sweet results await. Okay, beautiful. So, and you also have the Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. I should probably put that out here too. Because study, look at that, be peace. You've got some beautiful cards there. Okay. If you do learn whatever this is that you're supposed to learn, you're going to have some very sweet results. And here, time to collaborate. There's going to be others involved. Maybe it's teacher-student, right? Okay, let's get another card. So there's something you're definitely supposed to learn about. And I'm sure it has to do with you going on with your life and happiness. And there's some aversion to wanting to learn. Let's see what we find out. Okay. Okay. Here it's saying there's a timing element involved. So there is something that you need to learn, and there is either a time limit, or you know that you need to learn whatever this is before you go forward with something. Let's get some tarot, okay? Let's see what we find out. Okay, let's get a card for creativity. No, let's get a card. I wasn't going to take cards for these because this is the topic, but I really feel like we need to. So I'm going to shuffle another one. Okay. What is this study about, this learning about? Oh, okay. All right, I get it. This is where you need to learn to take care of yourself. All right. Makes perfect sense now. You need to learn to make yourself a priority. And that is not to say that, you know, everybody in your life's down here and you're up here. No. But the way it seems, because of this energy, you've put yourself down here and everybody's up here. So you need to create this balance where you are just as important. That's what this is all about. You need to learn how to be good to yourself, how to make yourself a priority. And if there's times when there's something that you need to do or feel you need to do, you need to allow yourself the freedom to do that. Okay, so I don't feel like this is an official type of learning. It can be, because there are courses on, you know, how to do something like this. But I feel it's more of an internal allowing, right? You need to make yourself a priority. And with this card, this Four of Swords, to me looks like this seat of recognition. How's that? For efforts put in. You need to acknowledge yourself, learn how to make yourself a priority, how to be good to yourself, okay? You're good to everybody else, so be good to yourself. Okay, let's get a card for creativity. Whoa. Okay, and if you notice, that jumped right over here on the learning and making yourself a priority. The Queen of Swords is all about the truth, your truth. And that's clarifying creativity. So that could be saying to, think through this and feel through this. Use your truth in a creative way to accomplish this goal. That could say that maybe you're really busy. That's a possibility. It's just an example, but you're really busy and, it's really hard to find the time to do something that you feel you really want to do. And so here, what I think this is saying is, okay, use your truth. Think about what it is you feel you need or you want in order to feel more whole. And use your creativity to figure out how to accomplish that. Okay? And it could also be saying there's something creative that you want to do. Leos are, they're creative and they're a beautiful, beautiful sign. So you're just beautiful and creative and loving. So maybe you need to do something creative, but use your truth. You're going to know what this is. Okay, let's get a card for frustration. Okay, candle just went out. Okay, so I would imagine this is saying, pay attention to this, okay? This is a big part of what's going on here. That's a wounded warrior, sticking with it over and over again, standing guard, protecting this thing, doing this thing. And it's making it very frustrating because I do feel like you're not putting yourself in this equation. You're taking care of everything, that you feel needs to be taken care of, except for maybe yourself. And it is frustrating when something like that happens, right? So you need to go back to here, use your creativity to figure out how to put yourself in with everybody else and everything else that's important, because you are important. So you can be there for others as well as yourself. Okay. Let's get another card. One for stop. Ooh, we have... Oh, look at that. Oh boy, we have a bunch. Okay. Use your intuition, your psychic gifts. And look at these, how similar they look, right? The Hierophant. Learn. This is your connection with the divine, okay? This is your connection with your intuition, your psychic gifts. So both of these are very spiritual, okay? And remember, this is learning. It's studying, learning. So, you have the answers within you. And go to the divine. Learn. I think these two are very connected, okay? Go within. That will help you learn how to go forward. And this is saying stop. So I'm sure it's saying stop putting yourself at a level where you don't count, okay? Learn how to make yourself just as important as everything else in your life. It sounds simple, but I can totally get it. If you're responsible, say, for example, you have to go to work to get, make the paycheck to take care of the family, and you have to take care of the family, and the list goes on and on and on. You have to mow the yard, you have to do this, you have to do that. So where do you take the time for you? Get creative, and you will find the way. Okay? Here you have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is where happiness and abundance starts flowing in. So you go and use your intuition, go to the divine, learn from that. It's going to create abundance in your life. And this is the very best card in the tarot. You're going to end up being exactly where you want to be and need to be, which is important. And please don't think I'm saying, you got to put everything else down here and you up here. No, I'm saying you got to create this equilibrium, this balance. So yeah, here, stop. I don't want to say neglecting yourself, because that might not be it at all. But stop making your needs a lower priority than everything else. Okay? If you have something that you need, you want to do for whatever it is, spiritual health, mental health, physical health, it's important. And you need to recognize that. Okay? And right here, this is saying that you hunger for that. You want that. You want that time that you need. You want to do something for you. Okay? And you need to. And this is how to do it. Right here. Get creative. If time is an issue, get creative on how to fit your truth in, your needs, your wants, your desires. And this is not a selfish thing that I'm talking about. This is to become more of a whole person, right? It's very frustrating. Let go of that frustration. Let go of the need to make for sure everything's perfect all the time. Maybe that takes up a lot of your time. Stop that. And this is very spiritual. Now over here it's talking, where does it say it? Something about mental. Okay, expand your mind. Yes, expand your mind. Also expand your heart and your spiritual side. Because that's what this is talking about. Your connection with the divine. Using your intuition. And it's going to bring you abundance. And the sun, like I said, is the very best card in the tarot. It's going to bring you much happiness. Things will flow to you. When you bring in that balance, then you're in a flow state. And so while it might take effort initially to get this rolling, it will reach the point where it starts going smoothly because you get it figured out. You learn and study and you get it figured out, and then things just smooth out. And, I can see how it could almost be amazing. You look back and you think, wow, I couldn't see how to do that. I took the time to learn, and then I put it into practice, and it's just so smooth. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a card for the collaboration, more than one. And this more than one, by looking up here, would be the spiritual side. But you also have the mental side. So there could be somebody on the earthly plane, but there's definitely your spiritual team here to help you with this, okay? So you go through this, and sweet results definitely are here for you. Oh, look at this. Jumped right out. And this is, to me, one of the very best cards in the tarot. It's the Ten of Pentacles. This is where you create this long-standing way of being that you are learning about, and it can last for generations. You can leave a legacy with this. And to me, a big deal, which gives me chills. You see, this is like ancestry, family lineage, future generations. You can teach them how to make for sure that they create the balance. You have to make for sure that you care for yourself as well as whatever else needs to be taken care of. And you can teach your family and friends, whoever it is in your circle here and beyond how to do the same thing, so they won't have to go through what you're dealing with. Okay? Let's get a card for TikTok, which means some sort of timing element. And, it's talking about needing to get some things done by a certain time, that sort of thing. And it might not be that, after getting these cards, what it might be saying is part of this huge issue is you don't feel you have the time, right? It could be that simple, that there's just too much to do. You don't have the time. So let's get a card for this. And I think actually that's probably what it is. It could be that in combination with something here where you've reached the point of, I gotta stop, I gotta get this figured out, it's just too much. All right. Let's see what we have. Beautiful. Now you have the Queen of Pentacles. Here you have the 10. Here you have the Queen. This Queen, one of the things about her that I feel is beautiful is she balances everything wonderfully. Here she is with her career. Here she is bringing in Pentacles. Here she is with this loving family. And she manages to balance them beautifully. Yeah, so that's what's going on here. It is you needing to find a creative way to bring in the balance so that you take care of your wants, needs, and desires without having to feel frustrated and challenged. It should be a very balanced kind of energy and actually a beautiful one. Like think about an orchestra or something that plays this wonderful classic music and everything is so harmonious, right? Think about that being everything in your life. And it playing just like a beautiful classical piece of music that is so harmonious. So I think this is saying you can achieve this. You have to learn about it. But it's definitely doable, and you will feel so good, so much better. And this is the Aries reading I did. I said in one of the other readings, I felt like I should have taken the word Aries off and put collective, right? Because what that was about could apply to everybody. And I'm thinking the same thing about this one. Because so many of us, not just Leos, but in this case it's definitely you, so many of us do that. There's so much to be done and we can't figure out how to get it all done. And so we put our needs, our wants on the back burner. And this is telling you how to go forward to learn to do it all in this beautiful dance where you will be in the flow with the universe. So that raises your vibration, your frequency, and things run smoothly. Oh, that gives me chills. Okay. At the bottom of the deck from taking this is saying that you'll be dropping these burdens. Okay? You're going to be dropping the thought that you have to put yourself last in order just to make things work. You're going to be dropping that. And let me tell you, that's a heavy burden. So things are going to flow beautifully. I love this reading, by the way. Okay. Let's see what the angels would like to share with this. Or about this. I think it's a beautiful answer. Improving health, no doubt. Yeah, you go through this, your mental health, your emotional, physical, they're all tied together, right? You are going to feel so much better. And with that, it says don't stop. Once you get this in motion, keep it going, all right? And, of course, I've got to put one more out. Yes, it's saying your health in every way is going to improve. Do not stop once you get this started. And this is, to me, this yes is confirming both of those. Beautiful. Definitely. Here it's talking about you've got to study, you've got to learn something, and it's about how to make you as much of a priority as everything else in your life. Use your creativity and your truth to find the way to do it. And the feeling I really truly get from this is it's not going to be some giant mountain or insurmountable task. By you going in, using your truth and your creativity and help from spirit and your intuition, I think you're going to have some light bulb moments where you're going to see, oh, yeah, I can do this. And it's going to create this beautiful flow. I love this reading. Like I said, this could be one of those that could be a collective reading, because I think, I'm not going to use the word guilt at all. It doesn't apply here. But I think there are so many of us, no matter what the sign, that put themselves in this situation because they don't understand, haven't learned, don't feel like that they can do it any other way. And there is another way, right? Use your truth, creativity, your intuition, your psychic gifts, spirit. Oh yeah, absolutely beautiful. Did I say I love this? I think I did. Okay, let's see what the universe would like to share, and they can share anything they want that they feel is to your benefit, okay? Oftentimes it's advice, confirmation about what's going on, and anything they feel that will aid you in this. And right here is your connection with the divine, okay? You have the Four of Pentacles, and this is a really interesting card. It can have really positive meanings, and it can have challenging. It depends on what it's with. This is talking about holding on tight, right? So I kind of feel what this is about is you kind of in this energy, right? You got to hold on tight. You got to do it a certain way. So for me, at least for now, it's like you need to relax this. You do not need to hold on so tight. Of course, there's things you have to do. But as you learn, use your truth and get creative, and have the spiritual side help you, you're going to be able to just relax the grip that you have on you, about, I've got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do it now, I got to do it now, I got to do it yesterday, right? You'll be able to relax these. Frustration will go. Clinging on to these unreasonable demands will go. Okay. So I think that's kind of, in a sense, confirmation about this. Okay. Let's get another card. Yeah, very good. Okay, Three of Wands. What you want, well, the whole thing we've been talking about is here for you, okay? Go through what you need to go through. Put some of this into practice, right? And this will just flow in. See these little ships? It's already here for you. It's waiting on you to do whatever it is that is right for you to get this script flipped. Okay? Beautiful. One more. Okay. Love it. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, confirmation right down here is Queen of Pentacles. And I used that energy to make some points, right? Some really valid points. So this is confirming that. This is kind of what you're shooting for, right? Where you want to be, where everything is balanced. And you are just as much of a priority as everything else that you've made a priority, right? Beautiful. Oh, yeah, and looky here. You're getting out of the pattern that has been going on, and who knows for how long. It could be many, many years. It might not be, but it's to the, to the point of being in this very challenging energy. So this is going. This will be gone. Everything's going to flow beautifully. Oh, gives me chills. Okay. Yep, this is out. This is in. And the answer is right here, or the future is just waiting on you. Okay. Let's get some charms to see what they would like to share. And it's really good to stay to the end here, because I'm finding out oftentimes these charms, really do bring a really valid message. Okay. Let's see where to put these. I'll put these on home group so you can see them. Here, this is a seashell. Okay. So, seashells live in the water. And what is the water energy? Smooth, filled with love. It's flowing. And like I was talking about, flowing with the universe. And when you open this up, if it's an oyster, you have this beautiful pearl inside. And so the way I'm seeing this is you treat yourself with love. And of course, everybody that you love, you treat them with love. But as you work through this, you'll open this up and there's going to be this beautiful pearl in there, which is where you're creating your future, and it's going to be beautiful. Here, well, this is no fun, but it serves its purpose. It's a syringe, right, with a needle. It's saying, okay, for me, what this is saying is get this jump started, right? Give yourself that shot, not literally, mind you, just figuratively. Nobody wants pain. Give yourself that shot of, oh, yes, I can. And I'm going to. I am going to learn about this and I am going to go forward. Give yourself, because I can see how you could be really tired and frustrated and not knowing how to go forward. I keep moving these. Put them down here now. Right? Give yourself that shot of creativity and truth and knowing that you can. That way you can go forward. It'll jumpstart this. And the very last one we have is perfect. You have the Statue of Liberty, and that stands for freedom. So you will no longer feel imprisoned by what you've put there. You've kind of put yourself in this prison, or, maybe you feel like others have, but you're the one who took it on, right? This is saying all that's gonna just fade away, because you will figure out the way to make this work. Like, it's a cohesive whole, in a beautiful, beautiful way. Fabulous. So your hunger is going to be taken care of. It's going to be beautiful. And not just you, but everybody that is in your life and is connected to this is going to be happy as well. So please don't worry about that. It's just going to flow instead of just being a constant grind. Okay? Now I'm moving this over here. Okay. Thank you so much. Remember, this is going to be beautiful. Sweet results await. A legacy. And the very best card in the tarot, the Sun. And all this by you making yourself as important as everything else around you. I hope this helps. And I would love it if you would like it, if you found value. But also to share or, leave comments. Thank you so much, and I do truly hope this helps. Much love. Bye.